reset button, you know what that
Exactly,
means.
exactly what I
Some
wanted,
people would have to
what I wanted
die.
to say.
Yeah, some people
A
would have
reset
to die.
button must be pressed. Yes, yes,
Go on.
yeah, yeah. And again, my second point is that see, Fubara is a position, despite that is a wicked, with wicked godson. But
Mm-hmm.
believe me, he knows that Iban leaving the office and he resumed immediately. Maybe he has been bugged.
Mm.
He has been bugged. I believe that there is a hidden camera inside the government house in River State. So if Fubara is doing some cleansing, but they will not tell us. They will not tell us what is going on. I know
Right,
what
right.
Tipnumbu did to City Man. What Tipnumbu did to City Man in his new house in Abuja is what they
He
will do to
never moved
Fubara in
into.
government house in River State. Yes,
Mm.
yes, mm, yes. So I know that something is undergoing right now. Even that yesterday that everybody was expecting it to come, you know, but I believe by now they might have fished out all the cameras, all the hidden cameras, and they will disable all of them before we resume the office fully. I know.
Yeah, but it is what he
Because
does that
Kalu,
is the matter. You know what I mean? Like, he is
yes,
expected to
yes,
declare for APC in the next few weeks. You get me now?
mm,
So,
mm,
and he's never going to get any chance of going for any. In fact, some people are even saying that he should come to APC to uh, cut with the weakest wing. But that kind of
mm,
permutation is absolutely
mm,
useless because with the wiki already at the faction of this APC and all that, okay? And this APC in
yes,
Rivers State has no federal power or federal backing of anything at all. So where
yes,
would Wiki, so where would the Fulbara, uh, get back at with the Wiki? It's open.
yes. And again, what I wanted to say, my last point is that David Huden tweeted, I saw it on Arizo, that Sowore is CIA imposed in Nigeria to destabilize the democracy. And so I was thinking that I think David Huden is being, I think is APC is paying him currently now. Recently, I think they're paying him because in Ghana he went to meet with a good Lord Jonathan. I was thinking how could David Huden go as far as calling Sowore CIA imposing and since I was very angry. I
Well,
was
here
very
is
angry
the
because
thing. Here is the
eh,
thing. He, he's trying to let you know that when they plotted to remove a
mm,
Lantern, right?
yes, mm,
The yeah, the American government, which is the CIA, funded
mm,
charities and all that. Okay, so what
yes,
happened
yes,
was
I
that
was aware of that.
they funded
Mm,
so many media houses and what have you, and the
yes,
Sahara Reporters was one of them, right?
mm,
So apart, America, as corrupt
mm,
as they say America is, when it
mm,
comes to financial this or that, there's always paper trail. Okay.
yes,
And if it is government's money, if not your money, that may be private for them to
mm,
look into. But if it's government's money, right? There's always
mm,
paper trail. So USAID
yes,
funded some of these media houses, including
mm,
that of what's his
Sahara
name of
reporter.
something Ford Foundation or something, right?
Mm,
So
mm,
I'm
mm,
considering that the Sahara reporters exposes and the amplifications of their content under a Jolantan, right? Pretty
yes,
much.
but Baba,
I'm
yes,
gonna.
please, Papa, me to say when this. See, I
Yeah,
know
you
that
will. You will. I just want to add that,
yeah,
right?
I know that all these things you are saying, and what the doing through his investigation is right. But
No,
do you
he's
know that?
not. He is not.
Believe
That's
me.
what I'm saying to you now. He
So
is
many people,
not.
so many people would say no to my opinion right now.
Yeah.
You know that Sowore has been outspoken. He has been fighting Kolu. He has
Yeah.
been fighting the institution, EFCC, DSS. He has been outspoken. Despite that, sometimes he will attack Obi. That is my problem with him. But
that's sure.
believe me,
That's one thing everybody should know.
in the way his ground well. In the way in ground though,
This
you
is
know,
why I said I
he
wanted
can
to say
in
what I
the
wanted
fear.
to say earlier.
No dey fear
Alright?
anybody at all. No dey fear.
I know.
Mm,
Penga.
mm,
That's why I said that
mm.
anybody who knows Shore very well, okay,
Yes.
is always been like that. Okay. When
Mm,
he was in Unilag, some of his videos that you probably have seen. So it's practically always been like that. That doesn't make
yes.
him, that doesn't make him any what do you call it? Any like somebody without any blemish. But you know why Shore
Mm,
cannot be held by anybody is this. Yeah, the fund of DCI and the rest of them
yes.
influence the removal of
Yes.
Good Luck
Now
Ebele
that
Jonathan.
you make me understand because I was not aware that Sahara Reporter was even among the people that received funds from a
Yeah.
CIA.
But
So
the
they
fund,
even he knows
the funding,
what he
the
was saying.
funding then,
Mm,
Bulapenga, the funding then
mm,
was like, say,
yes.
Maiyegun's Diary Political now, eh?
Mm,
In the UK here,
yes. Mm,
I've got Diaspora Radio, okay? It
yes.
is registered.
Yes.
Now,
Mm,
if I decided to take government grants, which is available here,
mm,
you just apply for
yes.
it. We are called the
Mm,
community media. So we are like charity too, right? So if I put out
mm,
and guess what? So this is how it works. So if I apply for it, they will likely, they'll put me on a funding, which can be up to
yes.
maybe £40,000 every year. Okay.
Yes.
But at the same time, they will begin to influence my messages to my communities here. Now, that now depends on what kind of influence they want it to be. For example, if they want to make my platform the go-to platform for the
Mm,
Nigeria diasporans in the UK. So what they will do for
mm,
me is that after approving my grant, which will allow me to be able to buy equipment, will allow me to be able to hire extra hands. Now, they
mm,
would then put me on different kind of courses, media this and that, so that they can help me meet some media personalities. That's how they
I
grow me.
understand you,
That's
sir.
how the CIA stuff works. But for somebody like me,
Okay.
I'll consider it as I'm making progress and it's positive. Or let's say now that Maiyegun that talks about Nigeria, for example, once the
Mm,
funding
mm,
started coming in, right? It won't be just Maiyegun. You just notice that my reportage is different. It's becoming professional, like very
mm,
professional.
mm,
My shooting is changing.
mm, mm,
My everything is changing. That's the funding. But because I talk about
mm.
politics a lot, right? So
Yes.
if my platform is a target for them, they will fund me, and I don't even have to know that they are actually using me in that sense, because I hate Nigerian criminal politicians anyway. So all
Yes.
they have to do is
Yes.
just to make sure that my platform becomes so much like go-to for a lot, okay? And in all
Mm,
honestiness,
yes.
the
Yes. Yes.
society,
Yes.
the viewers, everybody is
Mm.
indoctrinated into hating that
Now,
government.
now I know. Now I know what gives Sowore the backbone,
So Showore
the full
himself has
confidence.
been against bad governance all his
Mm,
life. Do you get that now?
mm.
And Sahara Reporters was
Yes. Yes.
there to expose that, and they did it very well. But
Yes. Yes.
Showore then wasn't more or less like, probably interested in who becomes what, I think. Now, I'm not trying to root for
Yes.
him, and that doesn't make him a CIA
Mm.
asset or something. No, it doesn't.
Yes. Yes.
And it's not the
I
only
understand.
one
I
they
understand.
used. It's not only the Sahara. There are many others. You remember now?
Yes.
All of them
Yes.
that collected
Because
money
I,
from
I I heard of some.
Premium
Yes. Even
Times.
even to the extent that they sponsored terrorism, Boko Haram, then to unseat good luck.
Yeah.
I've come across that also. Yes.
Uh-huh. So, so what that does is that once they are interested in you, right? For example, now me,
Mm,
Maiyegun, what I
mm.
discuss all the time on Maiyegun's Diary Political are information that are already in the public, so that I
Yes.
want people to see them beyond just the headlines, understand the impact
Yes.
of all these
Yes.
happenings on your
But
life.
Baba, so sometimes what you bring for, what you bring to us here, Nigerians don't bring it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You know,
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna Pulapenga. So I come here,
Yes.
I discuss things that are already happening or about to. But the way you
Yes.
get to know that Maiyegun probably is getting funding now and all of that possibly would be I will sit down here and I can have documents, videos, voice stuff from the highest places that I will be the only person who have them. You get that now? All I have to do is just publish them.
Yes.
So for example, let's say for example, I am showing all of you
No,
documents you've
understand very
never
well,
seen
sir.
anywhere before. And it's a document between
Yes.
how Tinubu, his wife, his son, and all these guys, how they are moving money, moving assets, and the rest. And I have all the documents here. That automatically put me at the center. That makes me valid.
Yes.
So everybody will begin to quote me. You get that now?
Yes.
All their news media will begin to quote me as the source. And that's exactly what, yeah. And if we also want to go by David Undenyi's logic, do you get what I mean now? It will just be like his own platform as well, and also his own partners who are working to get some of these documents out as well, right? They are not just documents you can get anywhere. And before you can be somebody who they hand that to, that's something too.
Yes.
Anyway,
I understand
the bottom line, is this. Divided opposition is to the advantage of the criminals in power. So Showore is always going to be Showore. And discrediting him is probably never really going to change anything. And I don't even see if he himself will be like get to that stage of being able to mobilize enough people for his cause. But
thank you for the breakdown, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You have a good one, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know who is a CIA agent in that sense, all right? But I can tell you that most of the information you need to know about everyone is probably public as well. However, let me show you something else. And this time, it is Atiku and even Obi as well. So they have this sect or faction, the faction of, the faction of CPC, Bokwari's a party, before they joined established their APC rather. So the CPC guys met with Atiku in his house, pledged their allegiance to him, and they were supposed to be partly those guys who also went to Tinubu, and they told him that on behalf of, okay, maybe this is how you're going to get it. When Bokwari was alive, right, they saw him as the symbol of their partnership that formed APC. So when Bokwari died, officially, right, so it came up as like they are divided too. And why? Some of them have complained that Steve Numbu sort of like trashed them or abandoned them or what have you. However, there are others who felt like, no, he hasn't. I mean, they've enjoyed 8 years of Bokwari, privilege that those who are in the ACN didn't enjoy. So all they had to do right now is to support Tifnu. So they went to see him. The other faction went to see Atiku, right? And they said they are their state chairman, even though the party doesn't exist anymore after they gave birth to APC. But their engagement with Atiku, I have one of it on video.
Gbé jáde, òṣèlú kì í gbé kọ̀rọ̀, gbòṣèlú ẹ jáde, gbé jáde, gbé jáde, òṣèlú kì í gbé kọ̀rọ̀, gbòṣèlú ẹ jáde. Translation. Translation is bring it out, make it visible. Politics doesn't operate in the corner. Bring your politics out. Essentially, that is what we are here to comment.
These are the true followers of Buhari, and we are here today, sir. when this coalition started, we started identifying with the party that we want to go along with. It was our effort, sir, that we met in Abuja here to identify with the coalition even before the identification of the platform that through G3 to the ruling government.
You see me, I don't need to tell you I'm CPC. If you see Malami, former AGF, don't need to tell you that he's CPC. If you see former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai, you don't need to tell you he's CPC. Then you can now compare with the faces that you have seen in the villa dining. My leader, I want to reassure you our commitment. The CPC bloc is intact. President Muhammadu Buhari has left an unprecedented mark in the history of this country, and we will not let it dwell.
We are now about melting into the new political platform that God has chosen for us and appointed you as the leader that is in ADC now. And inshallah, from all indication, this time we are making it. Not you making it, we are the ones making it. Because as far as life is concerned, you don't need anything anymore in life. You have done your best to serve in the customs, the extent you reach the peak, but God didn't want you to become the Controller General. He gave you an alternative. You've become one of the most powerful vice presidents in the history of Nigeria. And since then, you've been consistent in politics. You've been picking the children of nobody and turning them into somebody. Because I'm from Adamawa, I can mention names of people that I know. Even your families, even their families cannot be identified when you mention them. But today, they walk on the streets as people with pride and whatever, that they had the opportunity to serve.
So I'm particularly delighted to receive you today to say that this is a continuation of your own journey, of your own struggles. And I believe with your support, we will be able to translate this journey into success. Not only that, to also form a government that will have the kind of impact that really President Buhari would have loved to see in this country. That is a government that will be responsive to the needs of the ordinary people, that will be responsible for peace, unity in this country.
Atiku is promising you Bokuwari 3.0 because Tinubu is already giving you Bokuwari 2.0. It can only get worse. Sure. You know, just like they told you that Tinubu already had everything. Remember? You are rich, you have money, you have everything. You don't need Nigeria money again. They didn't tell you, right, that the odd of criminals, young and old, that will become the court jesters for this very rich person who wants to be your president, who doesn't need your money, right? Their greed is more than your need. And wherever you have greedy people whose greed is pretty much than the people's need, and whose greed comes first, no matter how small they are, the impact will be enormous, like you are witnessing right now, the level of looting that you're witnessing right now. Atiku is a legend in that aspect too. He's rich. You don't need anything. You don't need anything again in your life. You just want to give back to the people. And he mentioned Bokuwari as a responsive government, like Bukwari and responsiveness in the same sentence. Is that not mockery? Hello.
Hey, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Maiyegun the General.
Yes, sir. Baba?
Yes, I'm in intermittent caller, so I don't call. I call every now and then.
Every just now and then, but you are a silent
Yes,
watcher.
silent watcher. Yes.